ATK in this thing, TKG type of fucking. ATK in this thing, TKG, what is good with y'all, man? Listen, man, y'all see the title, so you already know what we're about to get into. Back in this room, I've been asked this question over and over because I'm one of the most stingy people when it comes to this specific topic. And that topic is, why do I think that some dead rappers aren't legends? Well, specifically, I want to talk about XXXTentacion because recently, actually yesterday, I seen that XXL had posted something saying that the song Sad now is a diamond certified song. Diamond certified, man. That's big. That's amazing. That's absolutely astronomical. You know what I'm saying? The song on YouTube already has 1 billion views. You know what I'm saying? Now it has 10 million. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's big, man. No matter what, that's big. But I got asked a very interesting question by a very, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for the question. Thank you. Do I still think X is not a legend? Now, people flocked to X. People flocked to every social media page that they could. Every social media page was calling this kid a legend. All the rappers calling him a legend. You know what I'm saying? It's like, everybody was on the same tip when it came to X. And obviously, there's some respect that goes into calling him a legend because they had, you know what I'm saying, they liked the kid. And I, for some reason, stand on my pedestal. And I said that he wasn't a legend. And he wasn't a legend this, and he wasn't a legend that, and blah, blah, blah. And honestly, if you were to ask me this question today, is X a legend? Which I was asked yesterday, so I'm not going to waste your time. 2 minutes in, if this is the answer that you want to hear and you're going to click off the video, by all means, go ahead. I have no problems with that, but I have more to say about it. My answer is X a legend? It's still no. X isn't, even after getting this diamond. Y'all seem to not understand how this works. X was physically here when he made that song. He was. X was physically here when any song that he has released gets put out. Clearly, you need him around to make the music. But sadly, I cannot give any pointers to any of the deceased artists after they get these great, you know what I'm saying? Pop Smoke is getting 1 billion streams, and Juice WRLD is getting 1 billion streams, and X is getting 1 billion streams. And do you see what, like, it? I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna be very real with you, and this is gonna make a lot of people upset because what I'm about to say is gonna sound so crazy. But being me, I mean, I say things that I'm gonna stand by. Unlike some people out there that are getting canceled for going back on their word. I think when you go back in time and you look at Tupac and you look at Biggie and you look at how their careers were going, they were pretty big superstars, and then they die, and then they start getting all this praise and all this, you know what I'm saying, shit, and it's almost like the same thing. Let's let time pass. 10 years, 20 years later, X is going to be this generation's Tupac for real. And most people will say, well, Culture, isn't Tupac a legend? Isn't Tupac a... The more you think about it, the more you start to realize that, I mean, people like to say, oh, Tupac had the impact, and Tupac, and I wasn't alive. I literally was just born as Tupac was at the height of his career. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say much. I can't speak on it as much. But from what I've seen, From what the stories that I've heard, Tupac was that nigga. Like, anywhere he went, people were the atmosphere changed. He was almost like a John Cena of the rap game, an Undertaker to the rap game. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you saw him, no one else was as important in the room. And honestly, that's cool and everything. Being a superstar of your time, that's very cool. But I guarantee you, if all the culture was a YouTuber back in the 90s, and it was not possible because there was no YouTube in the 90s, but you know what I'm trying to say. 9 times out of 10, the same way we treated Drake and the same way we treated all the other big artists and everything like that, we would have been treating Tupac and Biggie the same way. All them rappers from way back when, we've been talking about them the same exact way. And then they die. And then you ask me the question, is Tupac a legend after he dropped a couple albums and they were just nice? I probably would have told you he was a good rapper becoming great. But because we have so many of our elders telling us, oh, he a legend, and we were not born and we weren't around to judge for ourselves, we just go with it, and now we grow up and now we're in our 20s and now we're spreading the word that Tupac was a legend. So because our elders say, oh, Tupac, you know what I'm saying? Because they say that, we it almost seems like we're brainwashed into thinking and to just wholeheartedly believing that he's a legend. And by all means, Tupac is a good rapper. He is a great sounding rapper. But what I'm saying is, if we were around back then, the same opinions that some of us have on XXXTentacion, a lot of us would have had that same opinion on Tupac and Biggie Smalls. I'm just saying. I'm really just saying. I really respect longevity. I fuck with the impact. You gotta be a good rapper too. And it's so many things that goes into it. And sadly, a lot of the rappers that are dying don't have the longevity. I mean, a Mac Miller had the longevity. You know what I'm saying? A Nipsey Hussle had the longevity and shit like that. But having longevity is cool and everything, but you gotta break some fucking, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do something with that time. Niggas that been in the game for 20 years and have never had a hit or never made noise, but they're gonna die and become a legend because what? Because they've been in the game super long? That's not how the fuck that works. You gotta do something. You gotta have people be able to be like, oh yeah, Jay Fresh, he was fucking nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was in the game for 25 years and he was rapping his ass off and blah blah blah, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he sounded good, and you know what I'm saying? I understand. The reason why Tupac is lauded as a legend is because everyone from back then thought of him as so good as such, so he's appreciated as such. That's cool. I'm not sitting here saying that Tupac isn't a legend. It's gonna seem like that, but I'm saying if we were around back then, that's what a lot of us would have been saying. A lot of us, you know what I'm saying, people my age, 24. A lot of the elders that are in their 40s and 50s and 30s and stuff like that, they're able to talk about it. They're able to give proof because they were around when he was making music. So honestly, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got that. But XXXTentacion, okay? This kid's still not a legend. He has a diamond. What's comparable to him to Tupac? Tupac has a diamond. He has a diamond. I believe he has 2 diamonds. But there's a diamond certified album. X has a diamond certified song. Shit, Cardi B has a diamond certified fucking song. And yet there's so many people that can stand on a fucking on their pedestal and swear Cardi is not a legend. And that's cool. So why, if X gets a fucking plaque and he gets the same shit, X can't be a legend? Or X is a legend, but Cardi's not a legend. Cardi's still around. Cardi's been around for what? Damn near over half a decade now. We're gonna be looking at Cardi in a decade, looking at all the number ones and all the shit that she's done, and we're gonna have to do nothing but appreciate what she's done. And honestly, it's hard for some people because it's gonna take for her to pass away or for her to get locked up in prison forever for people to finally say, well, when I look back on the stats, you know what I'm saying, like, that, she really did do her thing. Like, I didn't like the music, but you see them number ones and you see them stats and you see all this shit that she was doing, and man, Cardi B really was that bitch. Like, she was killing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can say it now comfortably, now that she's dead. She's a legend. And by all means, I'm not trying to sway your opinion. I'm not trying to get you to say that X isn't a legend. I'm only being an informative person right now. I'm only doing what I've been doing and speaking my mind, entertaining and educating. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to change your minds. If you think X is a legend, by all means, more power to you. Good job, because you believe that X is a legend. And no one should try to change that. You know what I'm saying? So no one should try to change your mind, just as long as you're not trying to force other people to think that X is a legend. I'm only telling you that I think he's not. He's still not to me. I very much respect that he got a diamond certified song. He did. But X has been around. He's been rapping he's been rapping since I don't know how long, but he's been rapping ever since he was obviously a teenager. You know what I'm saying? A young ass teenager. So, you know what I'm saying? Him and Ski met in juvie, and they've been rapping since then, since they got out the pen together. So, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, it's an observation that we all need to make. We all need to look at that. We need to think that if maybe some people can be legends for doing the same thing, but some people can't. What is that? Why are we holding Cardi B back from being a legend when she clearly is doing things that consist of being a legend? She's been in the game for a hot minute. Shit, I'd be comfortable saying that Cardi B was a legend if she passed away today, and she's been in the game for I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? She's been in the game for before she got put on. She's officially been popular for about 6 years now. 5 years. Yeah, 5. But she's been rapping since way before that. So that goes into her longevity. It does. So possibly Cardi B's been rapping for about 10 years, possibly like 8 or 9 or some shit like that. That's a long fucking time. I say that you've been in the game for a hot minute after about 5 years, possibly 8 years. Cardi's at that point, possibly. I'm not sure. I gotta check that out. X was around that point, but he wasn't as big. He wasn't big. Cardi B's been big since, you know what I'm saying, 2016, whenever Bodak Yellow came out. And that song that put her on is now a diamond certified song. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, give people their flowers when they're here, is what I'm saying. Give people their credit when they're around. There was not as many people calling X a GOAT or a legend when he was here versus the people that did when he died. Because when X died, guess what? Oh, I'm gonna listen to him now. Oh my god, I feel so bad because I didn't give that album a chance. And then you give it a chance and realize you fucking love it, but you get pissed because you realize X is deceased now, so now he can't make any more music. That's your fault. Quite frankly, you wanted to be selfish with the fucking artist. You didn't want to give him a chance. Now they're in the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Now they not around, and now you can't get no more fucking music unless they rip some rare ass edit of X taking a shit, and he just so happened to be rapping. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get. You get the uncuts. So X is not a legend. I don't have to speak any more on it. That's what I think. I want to know what y'all think about it. Tell me what y'all think about the whole legend conversation. The Tupac thing is going to rub a lot of people the wrong way, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I say shit. That's how I am. Welcome to the channel, motherfucker. Welcome to TKG. So you already know this, man. Vibe. Have a good time, and I'll see y'all later, man. Peace out.
Get bad shit, dirty old twat. 69 assholes tied in a knot.